Hello, welcome to this tutorial on the Future Plus admin panel. In this video, we'll be going over how to use the admin panel to control information and users on the Future Plus mobile app. First, let's start by logging into the admin panel. So, to access the admin panel, you need to open a browser of your choice. I have chosen Google Chrome, and in this browser you type in the URL, which is futureplus.online/portal. Right, now you can get your login information from the systems administrator, and I am logging in right now. Once you have logged in, you will see a dashboard with various options for managing your app. You can view user data, manage user accounts, edit app content like articles, forums, institutes, frequently asked questions, and a couple of other things. So to get started, this is our admin panel. Here at the front, you get three graphs which are showing you statistics on users on this end, on forums, and on articles. We'll go through these as we move on. Here is our main menu. If you click here, it's going to expand to all the menu items in our admin portal. So as I have said before, this admin portal lets you control all the information on the app. Now, in this training session, I'm going to be previewing the admin panel on this right side of my screen as shown here, and the mobile app on this left side of my screen. This is an emulator which is going to show us the interaction between the admin dashboard and the mobile application. Now, to get started, I'm going to click on the menu of the admin panel. From here, you can see different sections of this menu. Here you can see the dashboard, which is what we can see here. Current universities that are added to this application, abuse reports, chat reports, app slider pictures, articles with categories, comments reports, forums, national helplines, nearby support, police conducts, abuse conducts, and other conducts, frequently asked questions, user roles, user management, file management, and admin settings. All these we're going to dive in depth with them as we go one by one on them. In this section, we are going to go through adding new institutes and universities. Now, our administration portal or administration panel allows the admin to add universities or institutes. Now, for you to do that, you go to universities. This right here displays all the universities that are here in the app and in the applications database. Now, if you go to the app and get started, you're a new user. You probably might not have a username or a password. So what do you do as a new user? You sign up. As you sign up, you enter in your first name, your last name, your email address, and your institute. Right. So the institutes that are shown here are taken directly from the database, right? So if there is a new institute that is to be enrolled in the application, the administrator is able to add that institute. And how does the administrator do that? The administrator is able to add a new university or a new institute by clicking a new button in our portal. The new button will allow the admin to enter a new university. I am going to input Women University as an example, right? From this, the admin can select a logo of that university. So from our system here, the admin can enter that logo from the local machine, and they can now input an address. Now the women's university is part of the database. Now let's check from our mobile application. On institutes, we now have Women University as part of the institutes. That's easy, right? And what if the administrator wants to edit information or a name of the institute? They can choose an institute that they like. I am going to choose probably the University of Zimbabwe. They go on this action button and press edit. From here, I can change this from University of Zimbabwe to University of Zimbabwe International. Probably put in a new address, and I click submit. Now we have a University of Zimbabwe International. So now let's check if the name of the university has changed. So you can see that University of Zimbabwe has changed from University of Zimbabwe to University of Zimbabwe International. That's easy. So throughout this whole dashboard, we have a similar scenario on all the tabs. You get a filter button here where you can filter the information. You get a new button here where you can enter new data or new data types. You've got an export button here which allows you to export the current page or all current pages. And here you've got a button that lets you choose the information that you want to be imported on this table, right? So this is a column controller. So that's all that you get from this dashboard. And on this action button, you get more options on this type of data in this row. You get to edit, you get to show, and you get to delete. So that admin can add new, and they can edit, or they can delete. This is going to be a similar scenario on most of our tables in this admin panel. In this section, we're going to be talking about user management. Now, when a user downloads the Future Plus mobile app, this is what they see. When they click the Get Started button, the app asks them to log in or to sign up. So, just for a start, I'm going to create an account on Future Plus. Now, I'm going to enter my first name is Joe, my last name Smith, and my email address. Now I'm going to select institute, and my institute is the University of Zimbabwe. A user is able to select an institute that they are coming from, and the app is going to give them information that is unique to their institute. Now from there, I'm going to enter a unique password of my choice. And I'm going to click agree to EULA terms and conditions to proceed and create an account. Now this app is going to send an email verification to my browser, and so I'm going to open my Gmail account so that I can verify this Gmail. And here in my email address, I've just received a verify email address, right? So I'm just going to click on verify email address, and the system is going to verify me if that is my actual email address. So for a user to get an account on Future Plus, they just need a first name, a last name, an email, to select an institute that they are currently enrolled in, and a couple of passwords, and that's it. And when they click sign in or sign up, an email verification is going to go to their email address. And as for me, I've just received this message which says your account has been verified successfully, right? So from here, if I click get started, I can now log in into my account. So I'll enter my email address. Login. So if we go back to user management, right, we can see that this account that I've just created by Joe Smith is now added as part of the users in this dashboard. So I've just logged in into the account, right? So from the admin's dashboard perspective, the admin can also, just like what I did logging in as a normal user, the admin can also add a user from this end. So suppose a certain user that you want to be, who wants to be part of this application, is having challenges creating a new account. The admin can just come here and create an account for them. So I'm going to create an account for a certain Mr. Try more future, right? And I'm going to put in try more futures email address, and I'm going to select type. So here we've got two user types, or in this case three user types. We've got the user, the counselor, and the IT. I'm going to talk about the counselor later on, but we're just going to select the type of the user that we have and the university that they are from, right? And then we are going to then create a password for them and then send it to them. Also encourage them that they may change their password, right? And then probably enter their user title and their bio. But in this case, we don't have we're not going to be inputting their user title and their bio, and also their phone number. So this should be enough, right? So I've just added try more future from the admin panel, and now try more future doesn't even need to verify their email. They can now simply log in direct from the mobile application. So I'm just going to put try more futures email address, and that's it. They're now into the application, right? So we have covered two sections so far. Just checking if someone is logged in into the application by themselves through the mobile application, or creating someone's account direct from the admin panel. So let's say we want to edit a user account's details. What we can do is we can come here on action, click the more actions button, and click edit. So from here you get a lot of options, right? And the first option that we can do is select type. Now on Future Plus we've got three types of users. We've got the normal user, which comprises mostly of students. we have counselors who are going to be part of the application, and we also have the administrators and the main administrator, right? So on select type from this end, the two types that you can select is user and counselor. These are the type called IT is just for test purposes, right? So if you click the counselor user, this user changes from just being a normal user and to being a counselor. And I'm going to show you the privileges of the counselor from the mobile applications perspective, right? So you can select their type, you can change their university if need be. You can change their password. You can assist in changing someone's password just in case they've forgotten their password or any other assistance. You can also input their bio. So if you input counselor, you also need to input bio. I can just show that is a preview. So if I come to chat counseling here, these are a list of counselors that are enrolled with Future Plus, right? So if you click here, they do have some more information here, and if you add a bio, that bio you can see it on the mobile application, right? So I'm going to input in um, a bio, John Smith. And then I'm going to submit, right? So I've just edited John Smith, and I've made John Smith a counselor. Uh, Now since I've made John Smith a counselor, if you go to chat, you can now see John Smith's information on this page, and if you click, I think you can see that the same bio that I've inputted in this section is also here in the about section from in the mobile app, right? So from the counselors page, there's a couple of stuff that we're going to be talking about in future, but just in brief here, you can set appointments with your counselor, um, and they can approve your appointments, and you can also chat with your counselor on a more personal basis, right? So that aside, we are going to be talking more on user management, right? So just one functionality that the admin has on user management is to delete or block a user, right? So I'm going to go to my test account, which is Try More Future, and when I click edit, the admin has got powers to block from system. So that means that Try More Future or any other person who's being blocked is unable to log in to the system for the period that they are being blocked. The admin can also come back and unblock that particular user, right? So for user management, that's it. We are going to the next section. We're now going to be talking about app sliders. Now, in this section of the mobile application, this top part is the app slider part. This part allows the administration or whoever is responsible to put promotional information that is unique to a particular institute. For example, upcoming events, upcoming promotions, any advice information. And we have allowed that to happen through JPEG format, as I'm going to elaborate further. Now, in our dashboard, this is the app slider section. So this app slider section allows you to put new sliders which are unique and specific to an institute, right? So as I've said before, this is a basic layout for all our dashboard. So creating a new slider, you can just click new, right? Select an image. So in our current dashboard, you can select an image from the local computer, right? This is a tab of my local computer. I'm just going to look for an event or a picture that I might want to include as a promotional picture, and I have chosen this one, right? And I'm going to choose university, right? So when the user logs in, they are asked to choose an institute or to select an institute. That institute is going to determine the type of information that is going to be shown to them. So I'm going to add this to the University of Zimbabwe International, and I am going to submit. Right, the submit is now part of this list of images. So to edit or change a cursor or an app slider picture or an app slider image, you just come to the actions, click edit, and this gives you the option to edit the university or actually edit the image, right? So I just edited the university, and I'm also going to edit the image. So the changes that we've just effected on this app carousel are now showing on our mobile application. In this section, we are going to be covering articles. Now, from our dashboard here, we have article categories, articles, article comments, comments and reports, article comments, reply, reports. And I'm going to go through all of these and their functionalities. Right. From the home page, we can see that from the app slider, we've got this section written hot topics, right? So I'm going to click on more. This is going to show me article topics. Article topics and article categories are just the same thing, right? So these topics, let me just click on this one, give you more articles which are related to that particular topic. In this example, we have this sexual and reproductive health topic, which has articles like a short sassy guide to condoms and planned pregnancy consequences and prevention. So if you click in, you can click into the article, right, and read more. So I'm going to click back, and I'm going to elaborate more on how you can add new articles, how you can add article categories, and how you can monitor article activity, right? So as I've said before, from the home page, if you click more, you get to see article categories, or if you click on this articles icon from the bottom navigation, you can view article categories, right? So how do you edit and add new categories? You use this page. So you come to articles, there's a drop down menu on the admin panel. This is mobile app, this is my admin panel. You click on article categories, and you can view all the categories that are there. You can add or edit your own, right? So I'm going to create my new article, which I will name free advice. So this dashboard requires you to add an image, and I'm going to take an image from my own local computer, right? So as you can see, my new article topic free advice is now also featured in the mobile application, right? So it's that easy. If you would like to edit your article topic or your article category, you can just click on the action button, edit, and then you can edit name, change image, and you're good to go. Now, inside these categories, we can enter individual articles, and this is what I'm going to show you next. right? So this is a list of articles that are currently in the mobile application. I'm just going to click on this article topic, or probably I'll click on this one, and I'm going to click on this particular article. So inside each topic, there is a list of related articles that are grouped together for easy navigation. So this is the article that I have just selected, and I'm just scrolling through it on the mobile application. Now we're going to see how this article was put into the system so that it shows on the mobile application, and how to edit this article. So I'm just going to go and look for this article, which is named HIV, what can we do to prevent HIV? And how do I do that? To be able to view this article and edit it, I'm going to click on this action button on the corner and press edit. Right. So this allows me to enter a heading, which shows here on top, to enter a topic, and also a topic which shows here, and also to select a category uh, which this article belongs to. So this article belongs to the STIs and HIV category. If it belongs to free advice, then it goes under free advice. So I'm going to just put it under free advice for illustration purposes, right? So this is the body of the article. From here, you can type in the article directly from here, or you can type it in Word, copy it from Word, and paste it into this editor, right? From here, you can also add images. You can also add links. In this part of the tutorial, we're going to show you how to import data from a Word document or from another document, copying it and pasting it into the application. So from now, I'm going to open my article, which is in a Word document format, and I'm also going to open my admin portal, right? So this is my admin portal, and I want to add a new article. My article is about tobacco, and my topic is about how tobacco works in the body. I'm simply going to select an image. That image is used to reference this article, and from the admin side, you can get an image from your local computer. This is my local computer tab, and I'm just going to look for an appropriate image for this article. Found one. Right. Then you can now select a category. This article is under alcohol and drug abuse, and the body. So our text editor in the admin panel is a bit different from other text editors in Word. For you to import your data from any other text editor, you can copy and paste, and it will show in the mobile application. In this case, I'm just going to copy all of the data in this article, and I'm going to paste it. So that's Control copy and Control V to paste. And as you can see, it's now showing in this part of the article. So this is a link in Word, and we would want that link with that reference to also show in our mobile application. Unfortunately, from Word to the mobile application, this doesn't happen automatically. What we have to do is we have to input this a bit manually. And how do we do it? We go to a setting like this, and click link, right? And then we have to paste in a URL. So that URL, you can get it from our Word document. Click copy link and paste link, and we're now okay. So if there is any other information that we want to link with any other website in this app, for example, we want our readers to then click probably this text written the harmful chemicals to get to another link. What we can do is we can just highlight this information, click this link icon, and then put in a URL, and then put in a URL. So I'm going to just put in futureclass.online is my URL and press OK. Voila! Now the users can click on the text and it's going to refer them to a link. And in terms of images, if images are copied and pasted from a Word document, they do not automatically show on the mobile application. So what do? We delete the images, and then we can use the image icon on this text editor. Now here we can add a new image. So I clicked on images and it's asking me for an image URL. So if the image is already online, you're in luck. But if the image is not already online, you can add that image in the file manager that I'm going to show you in a minute, and then you can get your URL, right? So for this part of the tutorial, I'm going to save this article. I'm going to click submit, and we now have our new article here, tobacco under alcohol and drug abuse. Let's go to our mobile application and check it out. So this is our mobile application. We are just going to simply reload it, and after reloading it, we are going to look for article which is under alcohol and drug abuse, and here is our new article. Just going to click into it, and as you can see, the text has been copied here. So in every article, right, users can comment at the end of the article. So they can click on this view comments and they can comment their information here. Create read. All these comments are shown in the administration panel under article comments. Right, so we can view from here this comment right here, create read, that I have just added. The admin has got the power to delete comments and view comments. So for demonstration's sake, I'm going to delete this comment. Am I sure I want to delete this comment? Yes, comment has been deleted. So as we can check back in the mobile application, that comment is no longer available, right? The administrator can also monitor reports on comments. So there's this report button in the mobile application. If a comment is inappropriate, another user can report this comment, and the administrator can view these reports. From the mobile application side, a reported comment is automatically removed from the comments list. In this section, we're going to be talking about forums. Forums are topical issues or a group of topics that the users can discuss around. And to start it off, we're going to go to forum categories. As you go to the mobile application, in the bottom navigation, you click forums. And what you can see here are the categories of forums that are in the mobile application. We can edit, add new, or delete some of these categories. So what we're going to do first is we're going to add a new forum category. I'm going to input a name for that forum category. Probably we want to discuss about use today and have a discourse around that topic. So for easy reference, if we encourage that you add an image, the system allows you to add an image. I'm going to add this image and press submit. Now we have a new forum category. So as you can see from the mobile application, we now have a new forum category. We can edit our existing categories by clicking the action button and clicking on edit. I'm going to change fitness tips to fitness tips for pros and click submit. As you can see from now, it's now written fitness tips for pros. Right. Getting deep into forums. These are just forum categories. If you click a certain category, you will see a list of other forums that you can go through as a user. And from here, we can see also from forums, the forums tabs, a list of forums. Just for test purposes, we've got 2 forums for now, but this is an example forum. So I'm going to click it in, and as I click in, this is going to show us our forums terms and conditions. We're just going to accept. So this is just a typical forums page, right? I'm going to click on edit so that we can see how we can edit an existing forum. So you can see that from here you can select a category from the forum categories. We have selected it under fitness tips and pros. You can change that to any other category that you have added in earlier on forum categories. You can enter in a title. Here it's written fitness tips for a better health. That's the title there on the top. You can enter out a description. These tips can help you get more fit, and that description is going to show on this banner. And in the body text, this is the body text in the mobile application, and this is the body text that you can add. As I have said earlier, under articles, you can copy and paste from a text editor of your choice and just clean it up in terms of spacing so that it comes out well in the mobile application. Right, so I'm just going to click submit on this one. Right, and out of interest sake, I'm going to add my own forum here, and we're going to add our new forum under use today, and I'm just going to put in a title of my choice. Right, so I've just created my new forum here, and I'm going to click on submit. And just like that, we now have a new forum in our newly created category. Now we have our newly created forum. Next up, we're going to go to forum comments. So each and every forum gives you the liberty to comment on that particular forum. And on those comments, a user can also report a comment or report a comment reply. And all these will be shown in these sections of the panel. In this section, we're going to cover chat reports. Our mobile application allows users to chat between themselves or to chat to counselors. However, the administration panel does not have the right or the capabilities to monitor chats on the user or on the mobile application. However, a user might block another user for violation of the app's terms or any other. In that case, the admin panel receives a notification in the chats reports section. And this is the section that I'm opening right now under chat reports. So what you see here is a list of the chats that were reported. A person who reported, the person who was assaulted, the reported message, and the chat evidence. What our system does is it takes the last 5 messages from the chat directory and then stores it so that the administrator can come back and then read through the chat evidence. That's why there's this section called chat evidence. The other numbers that you see here are just time tags and ID tags, right? From here, the administrator can then now assess the situation and take necessary measures. In the second section of our chart, we have the counseling section. This is a showcase of the available counselors in the mobile application. So, as alluded to earlier, under user management, you have user types, some who are counselors and some who are users, right? The counselors show under the counseling section under the mobile applications chart. These users have the ability to counsel other users for any other issues that the users might want assistance with. The chats between a counselor and the students are not recorded, and the application will not allow users to take screenshots from them for privacy purposes. So from the emergency page, a user can do a couple of things, that is calling emergency services, getting nearby support, and reporting abuse. And how does a user input this data? Right. We'll go to national helplines as an example. From the admin panel side, any of these lines are pretty much similar: national helplines, nearby support, police helplines, ambulance contacts, fire station contacts, and university helplines. These are just contacts that are going to help the user get help from the application. And if we try to add a new helpline, the main panel will give you this part which you can enter your title. I'm just going to enter national ambulances, right? Input a contact name, put my name is just as an example, put my phone number also as an example, and the services that I offer. Ambulance services. And my availability, 24 hours. And when I click submit, we now have that national helpline edit. So as you can see, that helpline is now part of the mobile application, showing you the name, the address, the phone number, and the services offered. When the user calls it, it goes to the caller app of the mobile phone, and the user can quickly call the help service. When the user clicks message, this opens a message app on their phone, and they can quickly text the emergency service, right? So this is similar to also nearby support and all other of these contacts. And from nearby support, the admin can click in a title, a contact name, a contact number, email address, which is optional, the address of the place, services offered, availability, and university. So for nearby support, this is university specific information. So after you enter your emergency contact details, you can then select a university that is close to that support system. So we can see that from the mobile application, if you go to our home menu and click FAQ bot, there is a set of categories here. And it reads, hi, below is Feature Plus main menu and frequently asked questions. Please select a category. So I'm just going to select a category. It's category 1. Press enter. And then it gives me a set of questions. Maybe I want to ask one, is marijuana a drug or medicine? So I'll press 3, enter, and then I get an answer, right? So we have created a chatbot in our mobile application to make it easy for our users or for the users to go through FAQs. How do we set these up? In our admin panel, we go under FAQ. From the FAQ, we can set FAQ categories. So right now we have 5 categories, and these are the categories that are shown here. I'm going to enter a new category. And I'm going to call it on fitness. And I'm going to input a key. So the key that you're going to input here is the number that's going to be shown here on this category, and it's going to be the easy reference number if someone wants to go through the bot. So I just selected number 6. And just like that, and now I have a new FAQ category. Now we have got a new category written on fitness. Now we're going to see how we can add new frequently asked questions. These are the questions that are there, and to add a new question from the list of questions that are here, we press add new, and you can input your question, right? Hi, what's this app's name? That's the question that I've chosen, and I'm going to select a category, probably put on fitness for example's sake, and I'm going to input a key. I'm just going to choose an arbitrary number 7 and submit. Now we have a new question. Now we want to put in an answer for this question, and we just need to take note of the key, that's 7, and its ID, which is 6. So frequently asked answers, we're going to add a new answer, and from that answer we need to have a corresponding question. We select a question. So now we can enter the answer. This app is Future Plus. And then we can submit. Now we have a new question and a new answer. Now we are going to go through the FAQ that we just added, and 6, that is our new category, and it's showing the questions that are in that category. So that question that we just put in, hi, what's the name of what's this app's name? We're just going to select 7, and it's going to give me an answer. This app's name is Future Plus. So if the user doesn't want to go through, the FAQ board, they can just search frequently asked questions by clicking the search button, and as soon as they start typing, it's going to give them all the questions and the answers in drop downs, right? Make it so that it's simpler to navigate through, right? So in this frequently asked question panels, we can delete from the action button, we can edit answers, we can edit questions, we can edit categories, just like we were editing all the other stuff in this mobile application. So you can edit and you can just press submit. You can delete queries, you can do all those other stuff, right? I think that's all on frequently asked questions. So next up, we are going to go to the admin panel, which gives you control over a couple of stuff. So the users panel lets you add more user types. Currently, we just have an administrator and editor. You can add in as much as you would like, depending on the requirements. And these users will be able to log into this admin panel with the different roles and different privileges, right? And that's where we get to this roles panel. Here you can then define permissions for each user. As you can see, administrator has got all permissions, and the editor has got these 4 permissions here, and you can actually add from the list of permissions, right? And how do you create new permissions? You get to the permissions tab, and you get this permissions table where you can edit. You can see that from the admins permissions tab, we can add new permissions. We can define new ways or new methods, HTTP methods that a certain user can have or can get control of, right? Be it viewing, getting information, posting new information, putting new information, deleting the page and the options, right? So now we're going to go into the menu under the admin panel, right? The admin tab. And the menu just lets you move around stuff in your menu. Well, probably you want to have chat reports on the top part, so you can just move and put them up there. You probably have all these reports up there, so you can just move stuff around, or you can just add a new menu item here and click submit or save if you just move stuff, right? So it gives you flexibility over the whole menu of this dashboard. So I'm going to save this and try to reload this. And you can now see that the child reports and abuse reports that we've just moved are now up here and well functional, right? So if the admin sees fit to add a new panel or to add a new page, they can just simply do that from the menus page, the menus page. So the operation log shows the admin all that has been done on this administration panel. It shows the user, it shows what has been done, shows the path, and shows the device by referencing the IP and what has been inputted, new information that has been added to this admin panel. So this is the end of this tutorial. I hope this is helpful. If you have any questions, you can ask in the email or the contact details that are in the link below or that are shown on the screen. Thank you.